Hi guys. I've just been asked to mention a little bit about how to produce a calm pack or a hope pack, especially in these current times that we're in. If a child or a young person, or indeed as an adult, if we're just feeling like we're struggling through and we're feeling low, just like the last film I just did about recognizing our internal thermometer and whether we're too hot or too cold, and therefore when to worry. If we're feeling like we are, beginning to slide into cold, we're beginning to feel more hopeless, or we're beginning to feel more like we're going up into anger and losing it, then actually one of the things that can really help is having a comfort pack or a calm pack or whatever you want to call it, something that actually brings you a sense of hope. And so there's a few things that we do in that, and they're all to do with the five senses. And so it's really worth, when a child, a young person, or you as an adult, if you're feeling just okay, it's worth exploring this and being curious about what actually enables you to feel a sense of hope or calm when you're feeling a bit low. And let's think about the five senses. So first of all, let's think about the sight. What kind of things do you look at that make you feel a bit better? First of all, I would say coffee. I feel like a takeaway coffee and I feel like life is okay. What is it for you? Is it your favorite photos? Is it photos of a beach or a holiday that you've been on? Or is it a photo of a holiday you want to go on one day? Is it your favorite people? Is it a trophy that you once won? What kind of pictures, what kind of things can you look at that fill you with that sense of purpose and hope again? It could be that you need to go for a walk and see beauty in what you see around you, or you need to Google an art exhibition and see beautiful art. But first of all, write down somewhere, what do you look at that helps you have a sense of hope? Number two, let's think about what we listen to. Who knows that you can listen to a music and you can be really fed up and you can suddenly laugh out loud and be happy. And that's the power of music. But it also goes the other way. We can listen to a song and suddenly get incredibly depressed and fed up. So make a playlist of songs that cheer you up, that pull you back up, that enable you to feel a sense of hope and a future. So make a playlist, make it as your calm list, your comfort list, your hope list, and have it freely accessible. That's your ears. Next, smell. Smell is incredible because actually what we smell can go straight up to where our amygdalas are, and our amygdalas are our fear center. We have one in either hemisphere and they're almond shape. But when we smell something, it goes right next to that fear center and can bring immediate sense of calm from anxiety. So it's worth exploring, what smell is it that actually brings that sense of calm? This is all about our subconscious. It's not so much about our cognitive. It's about an instinctive reaction to smell rather than a thought through one. Is it that every time you smell a log fire, you suddenly go, oh, it's going to be okay? Is it again when you smell coffee? Is it when you smell some perfume that somebody you really liked wore, or aftershave? There's a few things that you can carry around with you, like little perfume things. If there's a particularly good perfume smell that really makes you feel comfortable, or lotions that might, just as you smell them, you just think, oh, it's going to be okay. When I'm working with children and young people that are going to court, we make little packs. And in their little packs, they'll have different things that they can see. We'll print out pictures for them. We'll have different smelly objects. And then next is touch. What do you touch that you feel better about? There's, for example, this is like a little makeup thing, but it can be really good for squeezing, and other people would see it and just think it's a makeup thing if you're a girl, but actually it's really very comforting to touch. I have lots of different tools in my toolbox that I lend to, or give actually, to children and young people that they can fiddle with, and it just helps them feel a little bit more calm. Is it that you need to cut a corner of your duvet off and sew it up and have it in your pocket? A lot of, again, the kids and the young people I work with, when they have really scary things to do, whether that's exams or court cases or a difficult interview, they'll have that kind of thing in their pocket. So they look professional on the outside, but on the inside, they're actually constantly touching something that brings them a sense of comfort. So that's touch, that's smell, that's sound. What about taste? Taste is incredibly powerful. Actually, you can taste something and feel okay again. When we ran an alternative education centre for children and young people who were really, really traumatized, I used to actually ask them to always have gum in their mouth. We were apparently the first school that made gum compulsory. But that was because as you actually chew, you're releasing endorphins. You can feel better about things. It also keeps you grounded. It keeps you more in the here and now and less likely to drift off into a place of survival. So what kind of gum flavor would you go for? Would it be a fruity, a minty, a very strong mint, or a less strong mint? What kind of water could you sip or juice could you sip that actually you're not just doing it to drink, you're actually doing it to bring that sense of being okay, accepting your humanity, accepting that things aren't as they should be. They're not as you want them to be, but you're okay and you're alive and you're grateful. So what can you see? What can you smell? What can you touch? What can you listen to? And what can you taste? I think that was all of them. If I didn't do them all, that's what they are. Make a little pack for yourself and something that's easy to grab. And if you know that you or somebody you love is actually in a place where you're really concerned, you really are worried that they could be going into a place where it's dangerous for them, then you need to make an emergency plan. And an emergency plan is very simply that the person themselves has a list of probably about 5 different things that they need to easily access, probably on their phone, easily at the top pinned note on their iPhone or whatever phone they've got, where they can quickly grab it. And it says, number 1, text that person or ring that person. Number 2, check out their comfort or their hope pack and smell some stuff and chew some stuff and think about some stuff. Number 3, what is it? What is it that calms them down? And that's where, if you're a friend or a parent or a carer, you can work with them on what kind of things would help you. Do you need, when you're feeling like you're slipping into a depression, you're slipping into hopelessness, do you need to have a bath? Do you need to go for a run? Do you need to go and punch the punch bag or some pillows? Do you need to go and force yourself, even though it's emotionally difficult, to make that phone call to a friend? What do you need to do? Make a plan, write it down, stick it on a pinned note, tell somebody so that if they see you and they're worried about you, they can remind you gently to do that emergency plan to keep you safe. People, stay safe. We can do this. Bye.